got isekai'd and became a streamer with Yandere fans. At the Royal Academy, there's this one ordinary boy who just got back to his dorm. Nothing special, right? But here's the twist. He's actually a streamer. Yeah, streaming might be normal back on Earth. But in this fantasy world, that's something completely new. His name, Kanata, a chill guy, secretly overpowered, and someone who's been isekai'd into this world. But no one knows that, because at the academy, he hides his true power and just acts like a weak, average student. One day, during his usual Q&A stream, things got heated. An arrogant adventurer named Rengbi kicked out his support teammate, calling them to weak. Kanata couldn't stand it, so he roasted the guy live on stream, calling him an idiot and telling him to kneel and apologize. Chat went wild, and the stream kept going. People started sharing their personal problems. Even a noble who was engaged but liked someone else, Kanata didn't hold back. He scolded the noble too, venting his own frustration as he streamed. But in the academy, Kanata's life wasn't easy. Because he wasn't born a noble, the others always looked down on him. Except for one girl, Maria Atarashishu. She's beautiful, smart, and the most popular girl in school. Every noble guy wants her. And one of them even tried to impress her while mocking Kanata in front of everyone. But Kanata, he just shrugged, used his power like usual, and completely destroyed that guy's pride. Everyone was shocked. Kanata was way too strong. The nobles accused him of cheating. But Maria stood up for him, saying it was all his own strength. That shut them up real quick. Later, Maria tried to talk to Kanata, complimenting his skills and saying something softly. But her words weren't clear. After that, Kanata went home and started another stream. Just ranting about school life and noble drama like he always does. But this time, people were actually listening. His chat was full of messages, donations, and laughter. And then, a user named Princess Anonymous dropped a huge donation. Kanata, half joking, asked if she stole that money from her parents. But she replied, "No, it's my allowance. I gave it all. Because I love you." The chat exploded, and Kanata, he just sat there, frozen, not sure if this was real life or another crazy moment in his isekai streamer journey. But who would have thought the mysterious Princess Anonymous, who was crazy in love with the streamer, was actually Maria, the princess of the kingdom herself? Every single day, Maria secretly tuned into his streams, listening to every rant and word Kanata said. To her, that streamer wasn't just a person anymore. He was a god, and slowly, her admiration turned into obsession. She kept donating 10 gold coins every single day just to see his reaction. Meanwhile, one evening, Kanata was walking home through a quiet street when he saw something strange. Someone was confessing to the academy's most popular girl, Maria. Out of instinct, Kanata hid and listened. Maria firmly rejected the confession. She said she already liked someone else. And that someone was the streamer? The poor guy ran away crying, heartbroken. Kanata froze. He couldn't believe what he'd just heard. He wondered who could possibly be lucky enough to win Maria's heart. But before he could sneak away, Maria caught him. "Kanata, were you eavesdropping on us?" she asked, teasingly. Kanata panicked, saying, "No, I just happened to walk this way." Maria chuckled softly, "Relax, I was only joking." Kanata sighed in relief and hurried home, still embarrassed. Back at his room, he switched personas. From Kanata, the quiet student, to Kanata, the streamer. He started his stream as usual, talking about random stuff. School life, nobles, society. On the other side of the screen, Maria was already waiting, eyes sparkling, completely lost in her obsession. Every time she heard his voice, her heart melted a little more. Even when other people sent donations, no one could top her devotion. Then the stream took a deeper turn. Kanata began sharing his thoughts about demons, about whether humans and demons could truly live together. He said not all demons were evil, and that sometimes humans could be far worse. He even called slavery a crime more disgusting than anything demons could ever do. And that's when Maria remembered her past. The cruel world outside the palace walls. A place where people were bought and sold like objects. Even as a princess, she couldn't stop it. All she could do was cry. Her butler, Sibas, seeing her despair, handed her a small device. "Maybe this will comfort you, Your Highness." And that device was what connected her to the streamer for the first time. From that day on, Maria listened to his voice every night. And when the streamer once said, "One day, I'll destroy the system of slavery in this kingdom," Maria's heart trembled. That was the moment she truly fell for him, not just as a streamer, but as someone who dared to dream of changing the world. Kanata, just your average high school kid who got isekai'd, never thought his random words would shake the entire kingdom. During one of his streams, he joked, if there's a princess listening right now, why not just abolish slavery or something? He didn't mean it. He was just kidding. But guess what? Someone took it seriously. That princess was Maria, the real princess of the kingdom. And because of those words, she actually moved her father, the king, and ended slavery across the land. From that moment on, Maria's faith in the streamer grew stronger. To her, he wasn't just a voice. He was her savior, her god. But soon, her obsession got worse. One day, during the stream, someone typed in chat, "I'm the only one worthy of the streamer." Maria snapped. Her Yandere side awakened. She spammed super chats again and again, screaming, "No, only I deserve to be with him." Kanata, confused and slightly creeped out, tried to calm the chat. "Guys, please don't fight over me." "I don't like that," but Maria misunderstood. She thought he hated her for acting crazy. Then he added, "I'll forgive you if you make peace." And just like that, Maria obeyed immediately. Her god had spoken. Then the streamer changed topics. Talking about demons again, he casually asked, "I wonder what the Demon King is really like." Those words, they echoed across the realms. Far away, in the demon lands, a girl named Serosa was fighting off a group of adventurers. She was strong. No, terrifyingly strong. And yes, she was the current demon lord. After the battle, one of her subordinates brought her a strange device. "My lord, this is trending in the human world. It lets you listen to something called a streamer." Unfortunately, there was no signal in the demon realm. So the demon lord commanded, "Build a tower. I want to hear it." Days passed, and Serosa, the mighty demon king, became addicted. Every night, she listened to Kanata's voice. She was fascinated, not just by his words, but by the power she could sense within him. Then, one day, during the stream, Kanata casually asked, "Why do humans and demons have to fight? Wouldn't peace be better?" The entire world paused, Maria in the royal palace, and Serosa in the demon realm, both staring at their devices, hearts beating faster. They didn't know it yet, but this random high school streamer had just changed the course of history. So, what kind of person is the Demon King right now? When Serosa heard that question, she was shocked and, at the same time, thrilled. But instead of wasting time responding to random people claiming to be the Demon King, Serosa had something far more important to deal with. She quickly took a bath, her mind filled with thoughts of that streamer. Even though Serosa was the almighty Demon King, she didn't mind being insulted, humiliated, or even stepped on. As long as it was by him, the thought alone made her completely drown in her fantasies. After that, Sarosa began preparing herself, as if she were heading into her next great battle. But in truth, she was just fantasizing about finally meeting the streamer. And then, the unthinkable happened. Sarosa was now ready to invade the human world. She opened a portal that led directly to none other than the human king himself. Their meeting sent shockwaves across the world. The demon king and the human king had agreed to a ceasefire, peace, at last. Everyone in the human world rejoiced over the news, everyone except Kanata, who had no idea that all of this started because of something he casually said during his stream yesterday. And that's all for today's story, guys. We'll continue the next part of the manga in the next video, so don't forget to follow for more.